Hi everyone, this is Dragon Ball Nerd. So, as you guys voted, well, I should do the perfect power scaling of Beast Gohan. But first, we need to take a few factors in consideration. Where the movie is placed, in what timeline. All the characters Gohan had some time with, like Piccolo, and Cell Max, and Gamma. And then all the statements, all the facts. So let's begin the video. In fact, all the Dragon Ball fan pages posted stuff like Gohan is necessarily the strongest now, Beast Gohan is the absolute strongest #1 warrior in the Dragon Ball superhero world. Well, I could agree on that. Gohan is indeed the strongest in many occasions. I mean, even Goku and Vegeta realized that this guy had an insane potential since he was a kid. I mean, you could even see how strong he was compared to Goku and Piccolo when he got the Rage mode, a Rage power boost, when he fought the Raditz, even on Namek Saga, even when he trained with Goku for 1 year to achieve Super Saiyan 2. I mean, yeah, this isn't necessarily a feat since in Dragon Ball Super Kale, Caulifla and Kappa did the same thing in mere seconds. But even though the Universe 6-7 Saiyans proved to have more potential, I guess, since they trained way much less than everyone in the Universe 6-7, my bad, we still tend to say that Gohan has more potential than them since, yeah, the American nostalgia and the American fanboys that grew up with Gohan and not with Kale, Caulifla, and Kaba. So, what about the timeline? In which timeline does this movie take place? The anime, the manga, or of its own? Well, the short answer is on its own. I mean, it was literally said that this movie is a direct sequel to Broly movie, so we don't necessarily expect granola or more here. I mean, I've once seen a panel of Gohan and Piccolo's relationship, master and student relationship, where it was even mentioned what they did in Moro arc and their relationship up there, their moments from the beginning till now. So I won't necessarily say that this movie never was in a Moro arc, but we don't know. I mean, I guess there were just a few empty years where Goku and Vegeta trained with Broly and Gohan was just studying. So, as a matter of fact, no, this movie does not take place after the manga events, since Vegeta doesn't have the earring Beerus gave to him, and there was literally no mention of everyone in this movie. So we can assume that this movie had the same events as the manga. At most, the Moro events happened, but like I told you, this movie is a direct sequel to Broly movie. And the second thing is that the characters that Gohan had something to do with. Well, Orange Piccolo was actually stated to be on the same level as Goku and Vegeta now. So you can't necessarily say that Piccolo right now is Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego level. That will be done. And since this movie is stated to be a direct sequel to Broly movie, we can assume and fairly assume that 100% Piccolo Orange will be on the same level as Goku Blue and Vegeta Blue. Nothing more. I mean, Vegeta and Goku Blue with 3 more years of training, so that's something. And what about Cell Max? Well, at first it was said that if this guy was completed, many expected Cell to be actually super perfect Cell or perfect Cell, not semi-perfect Cell. So when we people talk about what if Cell Max was completed, we expected a perfect Cell. But actually, his physical abilities and everything was completed about him. Yeah, that's hard to say. But indeed, everything was completed except his mind. He was just like Broly. And actually, believe me or not, Toriyama actually before in Cell Saga wanted semi-perfect Cell to be actually the final form of Cell, but the animators wanted one more form, so they came up with semi-perfect Cell as the name and the perfect Cell as the last form of Cell. So that was it. In fact, Cell was already completed. There are a few statements in the movie that actually prove that. And one more thing is that it was said that not even Broly could have beaten this guy. Well, this actually is 50-50. There are many statements that say Gohan is the strongest, and the other statements say that not even Broly could have beaten him, like trying to imply that Broly is the strongest Z fighter. But my argument is that if Cell was completed from the start, there was a huge chance that Gohan would have never achieved Final Beast mode or Beast mode, because since Cell actually had a mind of its own, he could have easily overpowered them. Yeah, I mean, skills and techniques, we don't know for sure. But that's a nice theory. If Cell was completed, like if he had his own mind or something like that, and he knew how to fight, there is a chance that Gohan would have never achieved this form. Probably he would never have had to see Piccolo hurt like that. So this might be what this statement said, that if Cell Max was completed, the things would have been different. I mean, even weakened, he was still a beast. But I can assure you guys that if there would have been a Cell Max completed versus final Gohan or Beast Gohan, Beast Gohan would have won a bit harder, that's fact, but not that much. So this statement with Broly is a bit off. Like I told you, it's 50-50. We already got a scan that it says that Broly, if he will control his form, he will be stronger than even Gogeta, but I guess we will have to overthink a little because we are nerds. So yeah. And what about the Ultimate and Beast Gohan statements? Well, there are a lot that imply that he is indeed the strongest. I mean, yeah, Gohan stands up with Piccolo to save his beloved daughter Pan. In order to defeat the powerful enemies, Gohan unleashes his latent potential and becomes the strongest warrior. There are a lot of other scans that say Gohan is indeed the strongest warrior. But in this timeline where Goku doesn't have Ultra Instinct and Vegeta doesn't have Ultra Ego, and the strongest battle we've seen till this day was Broly versus Gogeta. So Gohan will be the strongest in the world, where Gogeta had an appearance like only 3 years before, and Broly never used his legendary Super Saiyan mode or full power Super Saiyan mode for 3 years. No Ultra Instinct, no Ultra Ego, just Broly and Gogeta from previous 3 years compared to the current Beast Gohan. So guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about Beast Gohan? How strong do you think he is? Like I told you, many other scans prove and say that he is indeed the strongest warrior, but some said the same about Broly. But like I told you, Broly could have never done this without help. Maybe a trained Broly would be far stronger than Beast Gohan. I mean, he even trains right now with Goku and Vegeta. And the whole statement where it says that not even Broly will have defeated Cell Max, it's more like a theory or an hypothetical case where Gohan might have not achieved his beast mode, because we've even seen before that Gamma was able to hurt Cell and even Gotenks, so we can say that Gohan wouldn't have done the same thing. So guys, in case you like this video and in case you want more, tell me down in the comment section what video do you want next, and see you next time.